level from the perspective of a person who served with the Army in Korea for 4 years from 1998 to 2002. That is a disturbing rise in violence against American service members and installations, and the Korean government's inadequate response to that violence. Second, a creeping advance of Korea's own version of apartheid, primarily directed toward our service members. And I would note that I lived in South Africa during the last days of apartheid, so I believe I have some basis to make the comparison. And finally, a very controversial issue has been the status of forces agreement and criminal jurisdiction, and I have some basis to say that the Korean system is not capable of giving the minimum guarantees of fairness necessary to assure that our soldiers have fair trials. And I am joined in my criticism of the Korean system by no less compelling a critic than the Supreme Court Chief Justice of Korea itself. Finally, I want to address the thing that I have been waiting for years to tell you about, which is discrimination against our soldiers in public accommodations in Korea. I brought exhibits. After the accident in 2002, which was, of course, a terrible and tragic situation, the apartheid that had been understated but widespread in Korea came out into the open, and we began to see signs like these appearing in coffee shops and bars and restaurants and other businesses in Korea. An alliance is not simply about a piece of paper that says that we agree on certain interests. It's about values that we share as well. These are not the values of the United States. These are not the values that we support, and it is wrong for our sons and daughters to be treated with indignity like this, and in violation, I would add, of the National Human Rights Commission Act of the Republic of Korea. The law must be enforced, and our soldiers must be permitted essential and fundamental human dignities. Now, I will tell, this last picture, by the way, is from August 2005. This is from a stadium in Daegu where a soccer match was going on, and these two gentlemen, who were evocative of the stormtroopers that used to stand in front of Jewish shops in the 1930s, have signs that say, "No Americans allowed," no American military allowed, excuse me. So the problem hasn't simply passed. The problem goes on, and usually it's very understated.